They also come wrapped as a massive bronze pig. Floyd of Rosedale is on the line in the matchup we have coming up. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. A lot of hard-fought, memorable games in this rivalry. The Gophers took a close one last year.
And they've been gloating about it and celebrating that win last year all year long. Not just the fans, but every day in the facility, the players get to walk by the Floyd of Rosedale trophy, sitting in that trophy case all polished up. They want to keep it there another year.
Absolutely, you want to keep it there. You want to build on the tradition. Everybody, it matters so much to everybody in the organization, the fans. These trophy games, it means just a little bit more. That's what makes college football so special.
The Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using his feet to buy time. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. So Iowa's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The hand to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes a catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield?
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up. Down.
Not a lot of good plays for 3rd in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that. Job to find another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll try the right side, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. After run, now throw. Firing to the right, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw it. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Really nice nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd of Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far, and it's passed down, and the uniforms changes, and the names change, but it's so cool, the history of this intact, people keeping track of their records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football.
Breaks into the open. Huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. The Hawkeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in, it's Thompson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a hit. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Tracy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw on third. Under fire. He wants it all. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they have game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just... Release the pass, it's incomplete. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, some edge-of-your-seat moments between the Gophers and Hawkeyes, and there's still 2 quarters to go in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Sweet cut there. Picks up the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Barrels ahead. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Never a doubt. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now, to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took... hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction.
Turning it on! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Give to the running back. Made a defender miss. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Lanier. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Time to take a shot. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a third and long. The short hands, it's Coleman. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do. Mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off the play fake. Throwing right. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. That penalty moves the ball into the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. Just keep slinging it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. This time on target. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first. Touchdown, Minnesota! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia State took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Panthers that fired on all cylinders. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all before they snap it. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
He leaves it with his back. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? Just feels like every time this QB is throwing the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds. He wasn't able to do it, and now the clock is ticking and ticking away. That is just not the right play call in this 2-minute situation.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They move on top here on the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
It's incomplete. They can't stretch out the lead as the 2-point conversion attempt fails, but they'll still try to hang on for the final seconds. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. So much to the chagrin of the Iowa Hawkeyes, it's Minnesota living high on the hog and bringing home the bacon and capturing Floyd of Rosedale. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.